Do you have a superstition?
Not really, but I do believe if I eat a donut before a game, something good happens.
What is an indulgence for? Like, this will make me feel absolutely happy.
A chicken schnitzel. I don't know if you know chicken schnitzel.
Yeah, I know.
Chicken schnitzel and chips.
Who arranges their space the neatest in the dressing room?
Kappie. What happened? I was 12 with the was it the test? The test.
Okay.
And I, even if I'm 12, I just want to make sure I do everything right.
No.
She has 7 pairs of gloves lying on the side of the field. No one sees her. She asks for gloves. I just grab a pair. Apparently they're numbered from 1 to 8 or 1 to 7. And I took number 7 and she's like, no, you must start at number 1. So I was like, are you serious? She's like, yeah. I'm like,
Your first time in India, I know it's your second occasion that you're playing a series. Your first time in India, is it long back that you have to really dwell upon your memory? And do you remember anything of that tour?
I actually remember quite a bit because my mom actually came down.
Okay.
And we explored it together, and my mom actually made, Indians are very lovely, towards humans. I must admit, they were looking after my mom. And my mom's one of those that love to try everything.
Yeah.
We always get warned not to because you don't want to get sick and all of these things. And we actually went, it was almost like a street market, and I tried, I think it's called pani puri or something.
Oh, amazing.
And
you have to have it.
I'm telling you that, so that memory definitely is very fun. My mom's, his name is Deepak.
Okay.
My mom's still friends with him, still messages my mom, still says she must come to India, but she wants to go to the World Cup, so that's why she didn't come now.
Okay.
But yeah, that was a moment for me to remember.
So that is one dish or street food that you must try. Of course, you can get it in a hotel as well, but it wouldn't taste nice. You have to be out there at a vendor who's selling this and then having it in a small bowl where you just pick up that pani puri.
The whole thing must go in your mouth.
And has it happened that when you're just lifting it up, you're about to eat it and it falls back in?
No. I must admit, I had this other thing that's called Anjum. It's almost like a ball. It's it's almost like a syrupy ball.
Okay.
Is it called Anjum?
Najib.
It's a dessert. Yeah.
Is it white color? Brown color?
It's brown.
Gulab jamun.
Then open, it's like fluffy, but it's got like syrup and stuff.
Yeah, gulab jamun.
I actually bought a pre-mix. I saw one of those.
And you deep fry it and then you put it in the syrup. Yeah, that's gulab jamun.
I'm taking some of that home. I brought a pre-mix of that.
Why don't you just carry gulab jamun home rather than carrying a pre-mix home?
How's it gonna survive? I might eat it on the way home. Because I love it. It's so sweet.
Okay, so a few rapid fire questions for you. Do you have a superstition? Do you have a process? I know you're trying to get the process with the practice, but do you have a superstition? This is how I want to do things. This is my process.
Not really, but I do believe if I eat a donut before a game, something good happens.
Ooh, that's...
I love sweet things and I love a donut. So
that's a risky one.
Yeah, I haven't done it in a while because this breakfast they put donuts there. I look at them and I'm like,
with the chocolate coating or with the sugar?
Look, I'll eat any of them.
Whichever is available.
I love them all.
Or do you like the ones which have chocolate filling in them?
Inside.
They do it at breakfast very often.
We're older. We're trying to stay under the weight limit.
So start with the donut, finish with
egg on toast.
Egg on toast. Go the healthier way. I should feel healthy. I finished it in a nicer manner.
I should maybe try that, eh?
Yeah, I know. Why go the other way? So in case you go back and say, right, this is a teammate that I don't mind sharing a room with, because now, of course, everyone stays in individual rooms. Is there one that you would want to be, okay, yeah, you can be in this room because I know you're quiet?
There's actually 2.
Nice.
I would share with Classy.
Okay.
Yeah, we've actually been very, very good friends off the field as well. And then Mika, our standing keeper.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, nice.
How do you say that full name? Mika.
Yeah, Mika the Ridder is her surname.
Ah, nice. No, we know that, but we didn't go the whole way while we had to pronounce her name and she was keeping. Mika. Okay. Who's been that most inspiring or memorable? Has there been a fan moment, and what has that moment been? That people have just come to you and said, wow, you're a star and you're a fan. We're a fan of Tazmin Brits.
Yeah, I think it was when I made that 100, the recent 100. I don't know if you saw that celebration. I pulled out the paper, the 100 on the paper, and I did this.
A keyboard?
Yeah, well, it was for a bit of critics on social media. I'm a very straightforward person.
You follow social media and you give them the answer as well?
They comment on my stuff, and not just with me. They were bashing a bit of the players, and I did that, and they asked me in the press, you know, what was that for?
Yeah.
Besides, I almost got a 50% fine, almost, because I don't do things like that. I said to them, no, it's just, you know, it's for critics, because people don't understand we're human at the end of the day.
Absolutely.
And stuff like this happens, and I got so many messages from young girls. They were like, I'm bullied in school, like this made me stand up. I actually sent them to Lita. I was like, this is what it's about. You know,
wow.
Like I got very emotional about that. So yeah, that was probably...
What's been the favorite post-game celebration? If you won, you've done well. What's that favorite? Just sit in the corner, listen to some music, or get into the dance that's happening?
No, probably the ice bath first.
Ice bath. Physio, second?
Yeah, maybe. No, actually, then I treat myself to something. Like a
Doughnut?
No, that pizza, I go big.
Oh, like, so what is your indulgence food? Or like, I won't even say cheat food because that is food for us. So what is your indulgence food? Like, this will make me feel absolutely happy.
A chicken schnitzel. I don't know if you know a chicken schnitzel.
Yeah, I know.
Chicken schnitzel and chips.
Hot chips.
Yeah.
With a little bit of salt on it.
Yeah, salt and then maybe like a mushroom sauce or jalapeno sauce. Perfect. That's my go-to.
And if it's a favorite cricket ground where you can get all this, which will that cricket ground be?
Probably Newlands, to be honest. I think it's one of the greatest grounds there.
Any hobbies other than whatever you do?
So I actually farm on the sideline.
Very good.
I've got a bit of cattle and stuff. Massive passion for that. And then also I play a bit of golf undercover.
That's good.
I went to World Champs Longest Drive, so that's my third South African colour that I got.
Wow.
Yeah.
Excellent.
In Vegas, actually, it was amazing.
Place itself is beautiful.
Yes.
So coming into the dressing room chat, who's the funniest? Who handles the floor? Who braves through all the emotions in the dressing room?
Probably Chloe.
Okay.
Lefty also, you know, she just randomly starts singing, and so actually everyone has their own little jokes and stuff. Our coach Dylan is actually funny himself, I must admit. People probably don't know that, but he always has a comeback and a saying for everything.
It's good actually. And does he have dry humor?
Yeah.
Oh, excellent.
He does.
Icing on the cake. Perfect. If you get it, it's the best. Who's the DJ in the dressing room?
Well, at the moment, it's the young ones.
Annery.
Yeah, it's the young ones at the moment. But I also think it's because it's their job to carry the speaker, so that they get a bit of an upper hand. But yeah, I don't know. Lefty also.
Okay. Who arranges their space the neatest in the dressing room?
Kapi.
Does she allow anyone to cross by, or say, please take another route?
Well, we have understanding, like I said, we sit next to other locker rooms, so I kind of, without drawing a line, I know.
This is the line.
This is pretty much, okay, hold on, let me just move a little bit more. This is the line. So I make sure I keep all my stuff on.
Have you ever knocked off a cricket bat or a glove, like, oh, sorry, and Kapi is about to get into the get into a match, could go in bat. Have you ever had that encounter? So sorry, I stepped on it.
I haven't, but what happened, I was 12 with the, was it the test? The test.
Okay.
And you know, even if I'm 12, I just want to make sure I do everything right.
No.
She has 7 pairs of gloves lying on the side of the field. No one sees her. She asks for gloves. I just grab a pair. Apparently, they're numbered from 1 to 8 or 1 to 7. And I took number 7, and she's like, no, you must start at number 1. So I was like, are you serious? She's like, yeah. I'm like, so must I go get other gloves? She's like, yeah. So I think superstitious might be a way as well, because they were all dry. I had to run back, and I had to run back with number 1, because that is how she. So I was like, okay. Well, probably have to respect. Everyone has their ways, but.
Okay, what's been the hilarious prank that has happened on being pulled off in a dressing room? If someone has ever played any prank, or any younger player on a senior one, or the other way around.
Yes, I can't actually think of any. Like, you know, people hide people's things, or. You know, like while you're showering or in the ice bath, they hide your clothes, and then you like, you know, the basic ones. But
does anybody get pulled up because there are new two in the dressing room, and the others have been around? Do you actually welcome them? It's like, okay, now you're the newer lot into this dressing room. Let us welcome you in a nice way?
I think they don't get welcomed in a like you're welcome, but they kind of, with a bit of banter and a bit of going, they kind of, you know, fall into it and they're like, okay, now I'm part of the team. It's not like we like leave them alone. We'll be like, you know, why didn't you do this? We'll joke. We'll be like the couple of gloves. Did you take a couple of your gloves? What gloves you took? No, those. Did you take? Then they start panicking and then everyone's like, you know,
it's being polite to them, basically. It's been very polite. Okay. So in a tensed team room environment, you noticed so far in your career where things have gone difficult, but the ice was broken. So has that moment ever happened in a dressing room?
It has, and it was actually like a coach.
Hilton,
Dylan, you know, like they will say, you know, today wasn't great, but they always ended with a bit of a joke. So,
Okay, and an inspiring moment, an awe moment that you felt, and then when you enter the dressing room, like, wow, this is so inspiring. This is such a touchy moment.
Must be like World Cup semi-final. The nerves. I mean, while on the field, but when we got to that locker room, it's like, I've never seen so much unity, and it's actually, you know, you don't want to win just to get unity, but it was like, the locker room was separated, and everyone, because we, you know, so many people in the team room and like the kit bags, everyone went into one division, one room, and it was like everyone was like sitting there, but you were sweaty and your heart's beating, and you're like, what just happened? But it was, I don't know. If I just think of it, I actually get a bit of goosebumps. It was something. There were no differences, and as you know, in South Africa we have a lot of cultures, but everyone was like for everyone.
So I've asked this to Kapi as well, that whenever the national anthem is being played, you know, we look at everyone and then we look at Marizan Kap. How is she behaving? I know it's an emotional moment because it's a proud moment. So you have few emotions running. But for you, how has it been? Because you have also been part of events where national anthem is being played, and you are also into that moment. How do you react to it?
Yeah, when I was younger, you know, you just sing and you're proud, of course. You know, the older I get, I'm trying to be a bit more like real and raw and vulnerable to things, because you shouldn't hide. So I cry. Sometimes I cry. I cried with the World Cup as well, but I don't hide it. I mean, that's how you feel at that moment, and you should express it. But I do, while I'm singing, I do kind of say like a little prayer and, you know, show gratitude. You know, you don't just play for yourself, even not just for your country and a badge. There's a lot more to it that we don't always realize. So, yeah, I get very emotional.
So once Tazmin Brits says, right, not now, maybe a decade later, all right, okay, I think I can go on to the other side of the cricketing field now. Will there be another side apart from a player in the future? Somewhere, have you ever given it a thought? What is it that encourages you to be around the cricket field?
I haven't actually thought of that. I know, like, my time's probably nearing, as they would say. You know, but you know the basic talk. I mean, I think Catherine Brand from England, I think she was 36 or 37.
Young still. She could bowl, she could trouble the batters.
Yeah, and I'm only a batter, so a lot of times I feel if I can go into the next Olympics, you know, there's most Olympics happening in 2028, if I think. Then this won't mean anything.
I was about to come to that as well. I will ask you to show it to the camera guys as well, because so go on.
Yeah, so if I can do another 4 years.
Easy, done.
Yeah.
Done, deal, sealed. The contract is signed right now. Whoever it is, please tell them 4 years, done. 4.5. In case it gets pushed by another 5 months.
You never know.
So keep that buffer in. So what about those rings? And I would want them to get that as well. I mean, this is lovely. Not many cricketers have this.
Yeah.
And what made you have them on your arm?
Yeah, so I was a javelin thrower. And, you know,
it's been a while now.
It's been a while, yeah. I got this with my car accident.
So yeah, that'll be such a nice story.
Instead of having to make a joke and say it's an Audi sign or an Audi sign, like, you know, they can actually say you actually ended up going. So it was 2012. It was London Olympics.
Yes.
Yeah. I was planning on going, and then accidents happened. And
from that would have been lovely as well. That London Olympics, and the Summer Olympics as well. There was a plan that you could have maybe
gone. Yeah.
But that's okay. We'll ensure that cricket is there. I'm sure by the time, the way cricket is progressing and the way women's cricket is going up, hopefully it will be there in the Olympics as well. And then you can always say, I'm there.
Yeah, I've made it.
I've made it. So when Tazmin Brits is there, I'm just like, let's make a script out of this. Like Tazmin Brits is there, standing on the podium with the flag, national flag going up, national anthem singing. So what are you going to remember the first? I wish I was a javelin player, or what if both the medals, javelin and cricket? And
well, if it had to happen now, I wouldn't, you know, life plans out the way it's supposed to be.
True.
We can't predict it.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, at least I made it. I went to the Olympics.
True.
Whether it was for javelin, whether it was for cricket, whether it was for
hockey or whatever.
Hockey, whatever, at least I got there.
True.
So that will be the ultimate.
Wow, I'm already imagining and I'm thinking that what a beautiful moment it will be.
Imagine we win it.
Imagine you win
That'll be
it.
even
Wow. I will make sure that I know how the music goes, but I don't know each and every word of the national anthem, and I'll make sure by that time I know exactly what you said. I'm sure I'll be one of the loudest in that singing it. May not be on the park, but definitely from the sideline. I'll be hoping. That's my aim. That's my next aim, to sing the national anthem.
And then we'll have a nice coffee afterwards.
Yeah.
And celebrate it.
Brilliant. And get a brownie as well.
And a donut.
And the donut, and the ice cream to finish it later.
And all of that.
Yeah, and we'll get somebody from the team to serve it to us. The young girls will be there.
There we go.
Perfect. Now we've done it. Now we know where we are heading in 2028. Now that's a mission. That's a proper mission.
I'll put it in my
to-do list, bucket list.
Yeah.
So number 1 is WPL. Number 2 is donut. Starting breakfast, ending breakfast, and then of course the list goes on. But this is right there. As the diary pages.
And then you're going to be my wing woman, eh? You're going to help me tick those things.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is when we sit in. When we sit in India and discuss things, we know we've got it covered. At least in words, we have it covered.
Yeah.
But we really wish the best and the best for you, Tazmin. I know that you've always been a match winner, and may that you continue covering up all those years that you missed by scoring all those runs and making the bowlers pay. They should know they should go on a leather hunt when you're batting out there, and in a nice environment, cool environment where you don't have to think, oh, am I picking up any cramps or not? Leave those. Leave those. I'm a youngster, I can run 1s, 2s and 3s.
Yeah. I strive on running 2s.
No, you hit the ball.
Yeah.
Over the boundary.
I mean, for the other batsmen. You know, we gotta help
remember, they have to. Remember, you're not playing from the other end.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Sometimes you have to get to the other end.
That's the struggle.
But thank you so much, and it's always been a pleasure, and we are always looking forward to welcoming you into our country in India.
Thank you very much.
Anytime.
I'll bring my mother with next time.
I'm sure she'll have a nice time. Pani puris, rasgullas, gulab jamun, anything and everything will be on this table on a platter.
I think it's still, it's past breakfast. We can probably go have a few.
Nah, we can, definitely. Nice coffee. But India is always there to welcome you with open arms, and all the very best in everything that you do.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Okay.